Off the muscle, that's me about my life, man. I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 90 yards. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert, throw right side, complete to Williams.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 89 yards.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's Herbert. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Michelle. Touchdown, Chargers. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Mahomes now on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Chiefs at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Henny. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Eckler now between. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Well, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, it's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10. Herbert, he'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first and 10, Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Herbert throwing again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Henne. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now a give. This is... And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Up the middle with Eckler. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Xander Horvath. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Edwards-Helaire. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. A gain of 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Yeah, they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert. Allen's got it, complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Kansas City and Juju Smith-Schuster running out for another series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. On first down, Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Play action. It's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Michel running up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Herbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Colin Saunders. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll check this one down to Michel. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert on 1st down now. A little short pass. This is Everett.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Michelle looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flushed out right.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
On 3rd down, Michelle. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That defense just did not budge, and now your punter. Oh, this is why you pay him.
It is. It's exactly why you pay him. But what he's got to be thinking about are a couple of things. Number 1, don't step back. Could be a safety. Number 2, cut.
Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They fake the give. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Sony Michel. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say...